Shifting our focus to another war front, at least 10 people have been killed in a series of strikes across Ukraine and Russia, according to local officials. And this comes as both sides intensify their attacks on each other. Ukraine says it has targeted Russian military and energy facilities, while Moscow continues strikes on Ukrainian cities and ports. Meanwhile, protests have also entered a second day in Kyiv, with demonstrators demanding the reinstatement of ousted Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov. In Ukraine's Odesa, 2 people were killed and 8 wounded after a missile hit a residential building. Officials said homes, a religious site, and other civilian facilities were damaged in Mykolaiv. 2 people were killed aboard a foreign-flagged vessel, while other ships were damaged. Now, Russia has denied targeting civilians, saying it struck military facilities. Ukrainian officials also reported casualties in Kherson, while Russian authorities blamed Ukrainian strikes for deaths in Belgorod and Gornivka. Ukraine says it has launched attacks on Russian military and energy facilities, including Slavnefteyanos oil refinery in Yaroslav. Kyiv also claimed Ukrainian drones struck 12 Russian vessels in the Black Sea and Sea of Azov. Now, Ukraine's Unmanned Systems Forces Commander Robert Brovdy shared footage on Telegram that he said showed the strikes on Russian vessels. Ukraine says the operations are aimed at disrupting Russian supply lines and military logistics. The SBU also claimed it damaged a Russian Tu-95 strategic bomber at the Engels Air Base, a claim Moscow has not confirmed. In Kyiv, thousands protested for a second day after President Zelensky removed Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov. Demonstrators demanded his return and called for changes in Ukraine's military leadership.
I think changing the minister every 6 months is not what will help us. We need to build a system, and changing the minister every 6 months, especially one as effective as Fedorov, is not what we need.
Firstly, people disagree with the decision, which is obvious, I think. They are demanding, at the very least, former Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov's return, and at the very most, Ukraine's Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky's resignation. In my view, this is a decision that is long overdue and needs to be taken, because everyone can see the problems and everyone can feel them.
The mayor of Moscow, on the other hand, has said more than 370 drones were detected flying towards the Moscow region overnight, with air defense systems destroying 64 drones on approach to the capital. Governor of Tambov said a Ukrainian drone attack on a logistics center in western Russia killed 7 people and injured 24 others. Meanwhile, Russia Defense Ministry has said its forces carried out multiple strikes on Ukrainian targets over the past week using long-range weapons and attack drones. The ministry said that these strikes targeted Ukrainian ports, infrastructure, defense facilities, ammunition depot, logistics centers, and drone production sites.